Coach Kim, how did that derive?
Just out of helping people. And in the space before launching into business, I was doing a lot of research. So I was reading, and then I bump into people, or I would actually reach out to people and say, hey, can I ask you a question about your business? And I asked them a question, and turn out I know more stuff about them, about their business than they knew. And they was like, you calling me, I should be calling you. Why are you calling me? I was just getting some clarification. And so people started, I'm going to start calling you Coach. I was like, oh, okay.
See?
So
look at that work.
Yeah.
No PE needed.
Yeah. So that's how that started. And so I'm taking that and branding that to basically help other people. Like I said, I like helping people. So taking that to help other people step into who they are as well as step into business. So.
Okay, well, this is kind of on the spot question. This wasn't on the notes at all, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. Just a pointer, if you could, let's use me for example. Like, how would you approach coaching somebody that does a podcast or any me, just me, like who is coaching me?
Well, the type of coaching I do is small business startup. There's a lot of people who start business that have no idea of where to start.
Oh, trust me, I know.
So they miss a lot of pieces, or people tell them wrong, or people rob them. You know, I've seen people tell people and charge and get the money $500 for an EIN number. That is free.
Wow. That's free.
That's free.
And people pay for it. Hey, man.
And so I'm like, yo.
She said, yo.
Are you serious? And I mean, I know people, I don't mind people making money. Yeah. But most of the people who do that under the disguise of, I'm going to help my brother.
But you're not helping them.
Really, right. And so I was like, so I help people like that. Or people who, I'm reaching out to people, mostly ladies who have a negative mindset. But it don't really have to be a negative. Don't have to really be a woman. But okay. I'm a female, so that's what I relate to more.
I noticed that, though. That's good.
But the negative mindset, I think we operate in a negative mindset and don't even know it.
That's a word. That's what the kids saying.
Because it's the culture. It is the culture. If you look on my page, very seldom will you hear me talk about haters, enemies, all that.
Coach Kim, come on, talking about.
Why does that even exist in your vocabulary? That's all just a negative perception to keep you from being who you are, to keep you from going after what you want to go after.
Yeah, it's like a deterrence at some point.
Right,
yeah,
exactly. So those are the two areas I coach. So podcasting.
No, that's good though.
I can't help you with that.
Yeah, you say that, but at the same time, like I could be one of them people that post something like that. You might be like, hey man, you shouldn't post that. Like, why you don't focus on somebody that's hating on you. Focus on the people that's supporting you.
Exactly.
Me and Slim had them conversations a lot. Like we don't really focus on that.
And
no point.
I really believe it's always more people for you than against you. And then you always have to change your perspective. And if you have that many people hating on you, then you need to change your circle.
Okay, I see you. That's a little ministry right there too. I don't know. I feel like
you think so.
I almost got up.
Offering plate.
Almost got.
Pass it, Slim.
See. Trying to find out for EIN already. I know what's going on, man. Oh
get it while it's hot.
But that's funny. I mean, I guess I want to get into that too. Like even with the money thing, because you brought it up, so I might as well get into it now. Like I guess I look at it, and I haven't been to one. So and I'm talking to you now. I do know you got a lot of knowledge. I know that just from the stuff I see you post. But I think how can I say this? A big hustle now are people doing seminars in the wrong way. Like I don't know if you see that a lot, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of hard, or maybe harder, like challenging for you guys and your team to even have seminars because you got some people doing it now. It's like almost like podcasting in a sense. It's like it's oversaturated to a point where everybody think let me host a seminar, and I'm gonna charge this. I'm gonna have this many heads. I'll make this money, and I'll pay this person this money. And it's like, I had somebody ask me to come to the seminar last year. And I'm like, why would I do that? I shouldn't be
now
doing
it's
that
just
yet.
for generating revenue.
Exactly.
It's not really to help anybody. And like you said, and the ones who are doing it to help people, because of all the stuff that has occurred before you,
Yep.
now nobody want to support you because they think you are like the last one,
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So like, so to me, I think too, I look at it like this, like, not so much like clothing, but you might have a T-shirt from a brand or whatever that's $80, and you might have the same T-shirt from Walmart that's $5, and people might buy the $8 brand. They know it's better texture and all that stuff, and I feel like that's kind of what you get with seminars. Like, that's how I kind of determine what's a good one, what's not. I based on the people that's speaking, for one.
Exactly.
So that's key to me, the speakers, and then two, it's also the price. Only because I feel like if I'm getting valuable information,
right,
the price is gonna reflect that.
Exactly.
You're not gonna charge $5 and I'm like, I can't expect to pay $5 and get inspired when I leave.
Exactly.
It's like,
but most people
happen.
don't see that. Most people don't see that when you go to seminars and workshops, it's an investment into themselves.
Into yourself.
And it took me a minute to get there too. So you have to talk people. When I first started my first seminar was for personal care homes. Not that I even have one, know the rules and regulations, but they kept having so much stuff on TV about the personal care homes. So I was like, I'm just going to do one so people know how to run it.
Right.
And so a young lady reached out to me, and she was like, $50? You'll get more people if you charge less. And I said, ma'am, I'm giving you a deal. And so I'm printing off policies and procedures so you can have it in your face.
Right.
I'm giving you everything. I'm telling you what you need to do. I'm going over the rules. And she went back and forth, but at the end of the discussion, she said, now I see.
Oh, okay.
So she really came around. She didn't consider what goes all into a seminar and to the cost. At $50, and I'm going to give you the application. I'm going to go over point A, B, C, D, tell you what you need to do to open it. I basically handed you a business plan,
right,
if that's what you wanted, because it wasn't something I was doing to generate money. It was something for the public who was really interested in doing it.
And I think I agree. I think that's kind of one of the challenging things when you're not doing it for the money, but to get the information out. I think people don't understand that because they're like, why are you not doing it for the money? Like, so even her saying if you charge less and have more people come, it may not be about more people coming. It may be about just getting information out, but it costs this much for the information.
So if more people come in, you just don't want more people coming, like we just saying, then they just come in to get for the money.
Yep.
They just come in for the money, and we don't need people to do stuff for the money. We need people to find wherever they fit in and grow in that spot. I can't podcast, and you are not nursing. So if I try to get in podcasting, that's not going to be prosperous to me. How long I'm going to do that? How effective?
It just depends how many Thanksgiving jokes you got. Like, if you got a lot of Thanksgiving jokes, it might work. Then it might work. If you're funny on the mic, I'm telling you, you go a little far. You get a little further if you're funny. But then also, I think that, like, with seminars that I've been to a few. So if you could kind of tell me, like, what have you ever been to a bad seminar where it's like you felt like maybe you didn't walk away with what you thought you were gonna walk away with in there? Like, what would be a bad seminar?
Well, I've been on some bad webinars.
Well, that's kind of
webinars or calls where we're gonna go over this, and when they finish, I was like, "Nah, that's not it." But that's because
said, "No, that's not it."
That's not it. But see, it's a hustle now for so many people. They give out just enough. I was just this other lady I'm helping. We're helping her start her business, and I told her, "Don't go this way," and she went this way. I said, "Don't go that way. These people do this just enough to keep you coming back." So she went and she did one. She was like, "I didn't learn anything," and just what you said. I said, "Yeah."
Duh, I told you that.
I tell people when I meet them, trust me, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to tell you straight up. So I told you it's a hustle. And most of it is due to people.
Right.
They don't want to do their due diligence. They'll text you 100 questions that they could ask Google.
Yeah, that's a fact. You're right. You're definitely right. And
That
I get that
same
a lot.
question you asked me, how do I do my EIN? Ask Google. Save you $500.
But there's so many sites that'll give you the step by step on how to do it as well. Like you can find 20 sites.
But when you see .gov, you pretty legit.
That's true.
There.
That's true. That's definitely true. I mean, I can relate to what you're saying with that, just because like I get a lot of questions about podcasts and stuff, and I'm like, when I started, there wasn't other people doing it, so
Right.
I ain't had nobody to ask. I couldn't go ask, hey, what mic should I use? I just had to just go Google and you do your research, your
Right.
due diligence, and you come out what you come out with. And I'm pretty sure Slim can agree. So it's like, I think people just I think you can tell somebody's serious based off things like that. It to me that would tell me that you're not as serious as you think you are.
And that's the reason why I find like a lot of people go, oh, they don't want to help anybody. You haven't did the basic homework.
Yeah, that's
you want me to
corny,
hand you
say
a whole business plan? Here's your patty cake.
I know, right? But then charge $5 for it.
Exactly. If people, and I can tell you from my personal entrepreneurial journey, that when you step to somebody and you're talking to them and you're literally having a conversation about what you want to do, the prospect, where it's leading, and oh, she's serious.
Yeah.
Well, have you considered this? And people don't mind sharing because they see that you're doing the work. Nobody likes a welfare mentality.
Yeah, I agree. But you doing seminars, like in your opinion, like why do you think when done right, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
why do you think they're needed?
For education.
You said something like that made a lot of sense, like as far as you printing out papers and all this stuff. Like, I feel like it's almost like instead of Googling whatever, but you getting it from people that got this insight, I got the knowledge, and it's kind of it's like a class, so to speak.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But for people that's serious.
Exactly.
So you go like, what would you say people should bring? Like, should people bring paper, pen, notes? Like, should they bring that stuff? Should they come empty handed? Like, how are they supposed to come to a seminar? How do you prepare to come to a seminar?
However you learn. I've been in seminars where people have tape recorders. I write. Some people set up their laptop. It's however you learn, however you're going to get that information.
In seminar, like they don't have it to where like you can't record. Like, I mean, you could just tape record, you just can't video record, I guess.
Right. So you won't take, and some may not allow tape recording because then you have everything right there.
So okay, that's a good question. So I know you said like, you coach and you do seminars. So like, is that something you do? Like, when people like message you or ask information, do you be like, hey, I'm having a seminar this day, or is that kind of why you started it? Like, I would assume people like, if I want to know something, right? But I know you got a seminar, and let's say $80, and let's say I feel like I want to pay. Do you find that people like try to message you and get information from you instead of just coming to the seminar?
Every week they're in your inbox asking you, let me just ask you one question. And, just keep going like that. So last year I did a lot of that. But this year,
No more free Randy.
It's going to be like that cash out request. There you go. Straight to, and I've had people, can I ask you a question too? I'm like, dang, girl. Literally, you don't ask
dope.
anything. They send it straight. I'm like, whoa. But, okay.
But that makes, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as,
Because people will waste your time.
That's true.
People will waste your time.
All right, so let me ask you this: like, how do you balance being Coach Kim and being Kim, like, just in life? How do you balance that? Do you feel like you have to teach everybody all the time, or is there ever a time where you feel like you could teach a lesson this time, but you like, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna pass on that.
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
I don't know. I just feel like people be coaching like I don't know if you ever seen it, but I be outside and I see a guy that's a mentor, like, but you like every situation he feel like he can mentor, he does it.
But growth tells you when and when not to.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you start out, you can save the world.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
But as you grow, you notice you learn how to pick. I ain't gonna say your battles, but you know who you're assigned to.
And you're not gonna reach everybody, I would assume.
And right, some people they're not for me, and I'm not for them. So let's not even go that route. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah.
I know, like, and I know you answered kind of roughly with one of the examples you used, but like, if you could think about it at the top of your head right now, like, even the seminar you got coming up, like, what all goes into the seminar? Not only the information part, but even running it, making sure it goes accordingly and goes to plan, the location, all of the stuff. Like, what all goes into a seminar?
First of all, after you get your topic, your broad topic, what are you talking about? What exactly? Because you can talk about so much, but what are you going to bring to the people that's going to help them move to the next level? Like you and I said, I don't want them coming to me and go like, man, I went over there. Don't go to Coach Kim, man. She ain't tell me nothing. I read all that on Facebook. Regurgitating what they see on Facebook. So you want to really do your research that you give people valuable nuggets to help them where they're going. You got to find the location. It's just so much. And then what you want to present. A lot of people don't even give handouts anymore, But I know some people like paper. Makes it more, put it in their hand that they can go home and study it, really look at it. Are you going to have other people talking with you, speaking with you? Like I say, I don't own a personal care home, so I have other people who own a personal care home to come in and speak.
Okay.
So
but that still makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense. Like, okay, I know I can throw this and give out the information, but what I'm going to do is get people that's actually in that field.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Exactly. So you got to get the experts in there. If you're not the expert, you got to give the people some chicken wings.
Yo, what's going on?
No,
some pops you came here. I don't know what's going on.
No, you have to, snacks. You just want to give an overall general good session, because not only are you doing a seminar, but you're actually branding yourself as well.
Right. But even with the seminar, like, to you, like, how do you determine whether a seminar you had was successful versus, we could do this next time, we can do this better next time?
I always ask for feedback.
Okay.
Always ask for feedback. And I always ask, do you think you got your money's worth?
That's good. But I think that's a rare question. I don't think
I always ask, do you think you got, because I don't want to put anything out there, as you said, that you walk away and you like, man, I could have bought me an outfit. I could have, you know what I'm saying? I know people don't have money just to throw away.
Yeah.
So when you put something out there, let it be something that the people can use. And like I said, my audience is for new entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So you've been in business 12 years. You good. I'm not looking at you.
Maybe.
I'm looking, hopefully.
Remember earlier you said that you asked me about their businesses and that you knew more than them. So sometimes
we're not going to get into that.
People got to double back, man.
Boy.
Relearn, man.
But I like to help those who are just getting started. So, because if you start with a solid foundation, the rest is good.
Okay.
You can't start shabby and think you're going to end well. You got to start well so you can end well.
And also, like, how do you determine how much this seminar will be? Like, not in particular, but like for different seminars, it's gonna be different prices, I'm assuming. How do you determine the price on that for that particular seminar?
By what I have to put out.
Okay. So it's not based on.
If I can bring it down, if I can bring the cost down, then that's going to be reflected in the price. If I have it at the Hilton, you're going to have a Hilton price.
Okay, that makes sense. So all that goes into it.
All that
location, the speaker.
Exactly.
All of that stuff. Presentation, how much paper you got to print out, how much flyers you got to make, all this, everything.
Can I bring food in their place, or do they have to? Do the venue have to cater?
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, catering. Okay. Even catered.
Yeah.
I didn't think about all that when you think about seminar, because I think a lot of times people I talked to, like I said, that were trying to start one, like they were just saying like, I'm gonna give you this amount of money, and I asked them questions because I didn't want my name attached to something. I could easily say yes, do it, and I get paid. But I don't want nobody to come to me like,
it looks like you're part of the
my
hustle.
My face is gonna be on there,
Exactly.
so I wanted to know like what y'all got.
And then people will use your face because you're out there.
Exactly.
They are trying to attach to you to pull the people.
I'll make sure I'll be thinking about it all year. Make sure I wasn't tripping, because I feel like me and these people didn't speak since then. I don't know if they felt like I would ask me a question, but I felt like I had to. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Because it's
like,
your brand.
Yeah, I had to. That's I just personally feel like nowadays it's kind of like a hustle for most people. So that's why when I talk to people that's like you that's doing it, I want to make sure that's clear. Like y'all have a set goal. Y'all want to give my information. Y'all want to do that anyway. Y'all not trying to make I guess. So I mean, I'm not saying you can't make a profit.
Exactly.
But it's not your goal. The goal is not like how much money can I make if I talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just who can I impact based off doing this.
And it just depends on that person. That's like one of the hardest things to me, for me to do my pricing. I'm getting there, but I don't ever want to be where I put my price where the people who really need it the most can't reach me.
Right. I mean, to me, like I said, that make a lot of sense, and I just feel like, I mean, it's a lot of talk on prices. People always say, you got the famous Hove line, set the price, live your life, but it's kind of hard in some markets because, well, Atlanta might could charge $150 for a seminar. Augusta might can't charge that for a seminar,
and people don't realize that.
People
don't realize that. They're like, oh, you need to charge like $200. They doing this in Atlanta. Yeah, that's in Atlanta.
Well, I-20.
2 hours away. You're going to have to back up.
Them. Just send the location. All right, well, go there, man. That's how you get there, all right? But, yeah, I mean, I'm always curious on stuff like that. And, it's even hard to plan stuff in a market like this for that reason.
Exactly.
Because you have that, everybody got that Atlanta mindset, but we don't have the resources like that out here.
Don't have the resources.
So, I mean, that's a good point.
Don't have the resources and don't have the a lot of people don't have the mentality.
They got the wrong mentality. They got that Atlanta mentality of just thinking they can do everything that way.
Right.
And it's not that way. You can't. It's not that easy.
Because even if you had it legit to really, a lot of people don't see, like I said before, it's an investment. It's an investment in yourself, in your growth, in your knowledge base.
And that's just crazy to me that people are scared to invest in themselves, but they want other people to invest in them.
Exactly.
That's like
they'll
the weirdest thing.
They'll walk away and say you won't help them. You won't help a brother.
That's why I gotta be a man. Why I gotta be a man? I'm cute. Hold on. I know we doing like woman empowerment. Why I gotta be a brother?
She think you'll do that. Well, she thinks she all that. She won't help anybody.
There we go. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounded more real. Huh? Yeah.
Yes, you have to. That's like going to college 4 years. You go to college 4 years and you want me to transplant everything out of my brain into your brain at no cost.
That don't make sense at all. Yeah, people crazy though. You know that people they ain't got the right mindset.